Hi friend, how are you doing? Okay, so you know that super hard video I filmed last week? It has gotten me thinking. Again, even more thinking, always. I have been feeling convicted about something. Lately, I have been thinking being nice is not actually nice. I know it doesn't make sense, but hear me out, okay? I have a problem being too nice. As in, I value being nice above being honest. Okay, so what's my initial motivation for this? You know, I can quickly just say, I don't want to hurt someone's feelings. That's my motivation. I don't want to hurt your feelings. And that sounds like a good thing, right? But is it a good thing? It's time to dig deeper. So since you're here just hanging out, do you mind if I use you as an example? No? Okay, great. Thanks. Let's say you and I are having coffee, right? We're at this cute little downtown coffee shop. I'm excited to catch up with you, and apparently you have some big news you're eager to share with me. We sit on down, we get our coffee. I ordered a giant blueberry muffin, and you tell me all about your news. You've been dating someone, and it's going really well. But also, your roommate decided to move out, and it's left you in quite a bind, right? You can't afford rent on your own. But would you know it? Your significant other has decided to move in with you, sign the lease with you. You are so relieved because you were freaking out about how you were gonna pay rent on your own. Plus you're happy because you really like your significant other and you're excited about going deeper in your relationship. Okay, there's your news. What would be the nice way for me to react to your news? Oh, I am so happy for you. Congratulations. Awesome. And that's exactly what you want to hear, right? But guess what? In my heart, I am truly worried for you. I would like to share in your happiness, but I can't honestly do that. So what would my honest reaction to your news be? You know what? I am so glad to hear things are going so well with your relationship. That is so great. But do you mind if I speak something that's on my heart? You look at me suspiciously, but say, sure. Okay, fine. So I continue. I say, you know, I am a little worried about the fact that your significant other is going to sign on to the lease with you. You're over there like, what? Why? Doesn't it seem like it put some strain on your relationship? I hate to say it, but what if things don't work out between you two? What if you break up but are still trapped in that lease together? What if eventually you don't want to be with each other but continue pretending the relationship is fine just for the rent convenience? It seems like this decision would end up hurting you in the long run. It could put totally unnecessary stress on your relationship. It could also make your significant other wonder if you're only with them for the money, or it could just end up putting you in a really bad situation, you know? Well, you get really upset at that. You say, you know, I thought you would be happy for me. I had this really great news and you just went and ruined it. I thought you were my friend. You snatch up your coffee cup and you storm out of there. I cringe and look down forlornly at my half-eaten muffin, wishing I had just kept my mouth shut. Okay, so you tell me, which response was more nice? And which response was more loving? You see where I'm going with this? So the second reaction was based on true concern for your well-being. The initial nice reaction wasn't. If I told you what you only wanted to hear, would that make me a true friend? Let's say I had simply congratulated you. Your significant other moves in, signs the lease. It's good for a while. And then things start going wrong and you two break up. Oh no, but you're stuck living together. Eventually, you can't stand it any longer and you move out, but you still have to pay half the rent. It's a mess. You come crying to me about it and say, why didn't you warn me? Why didn't you stop me from doing this? I thought you were my friend. You should have been able to see I was acting with emotion and not with my head. Why didn't you say anything? How ironic. So now I want to dig into what my motivation would have been had I responded with option one, the nice reaction. Initial motivation, okay, sure, I didn't want to hurt your feelings. But why? Well, if I hurt your feelings, you'd get mad at me, and that would make me feel bad. I don't like it when you yell at me. And then what? You'll probably tell our other mutual friends all about it, say I was a big meanie butt, and then they won't like me either. They'll think I'm a party pooper or a stick in the mud, and I want to still get invited to things. Ah, ha ha ha. So, it's actually all about me. The nice reaction is actually a cloak covering my selfishness. It means I'm putting my feelings above your well-being. That's not very nice now, is it? In this case, being nice is equal to being unloving. If I actually cared about you, I would tell you about my honest concerns. Let's continue playing out option 2, the honest reaction. Remember, I warned you, you got mad and stormed out, and you didn't talk to me again. You told all your other friends about how mean I was. They pat you on the back and say, "Oh, there. I'm happy for you. Congratulations, best wishes." And you feel better. Your significant other moves in, signs the lease. It's good until it's not. You fight, you break up, you move out and still pay half the rent while living in your mom's basement. Months later, the lease is finally up and you get into a better and more steady situation on your own. You've had time to think. After not hearing from you for a full year, I randomly get a text from you asking to meet up. We meet at that very same coffee shop where you exploded at me last year. We sit down and you say, "You know, I should have listened to you back then. Thanks for telling me what I needed to hear. All my other friends just told me what I wanted to hear. And sorry for reacting the way I did. You were a true friend back then. Is there any way we can continue our friendship again?" We do, and our friendship ends up becoming stronger than ever. We practice being truly honest with each other, and we actually come to trust each other. This becomes the most meaningful friendship either of us have ever had. Yes. So what do you think? I think being nice is not actually nice. Being nice is selfish. Being honest can be painful for both parties involved, but it is the loving thing to do and inspires trust. I think I need to practice speaking truth with love. Being honest, not mean. Being honest is not the same as being mean. I think the trick here is in the delivery. You could be saying the same thing when one can seem really mean and one can just seem honest. Speaking the truth in love. In that situation, I think option number 2, my honest reaction there, was speaking the truth in love. It wasn't saying, "Oh, you're so stupid for getting yourself trapped in this." It's, "Look, this is an area where I think you could end up getting hurt. It's because I care about you. It's not that I'm trying to be mean to you or get after you about something. It's because I'm really worried about your welfare. This is a key area of growth I need to work on. Will you help keep me accountable here?" I think there's 3 steps I need to work on. 1, be slow to speak, so that 2, I can be honest. And 3, remember that the actual kind thing to do is to speak truth with love. So, my new motto, be honest, not nice.